Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another reaction video, except this time we're doing it a little bit differently. I'm going to be straight up about this. I've already seen this song a lot, but it's been coming into my comment sections a little bit, people asking for a reaction to it. I reached back out to them and asked them if they thought it'd be cool if I did it in more of a review format and just kind of listened to it and like pulled some things out of it that I enjoyed. So yeah, let's get right into it. The song we're doing is Insects by Darko. This is a side project by Tom Barber from Chelsea Grin and Josh Miller of Amir. Tom is the vocalist for Chelsea Grin, and Josh is the drummer for Amir. Now, I'm a huge fan of Amir. I basically been riding with that band since the inception of that band. Huge guilty pleasure of mine. I do like pretty much all of their music, and especially when Josh Travis and Josh Miller came in, they like revamped that band and brought a lot more integrity to it musically. And Frankie gets to just keep doing what he's doing, and I love the band for all of the like ignorant stuff they say and do. I'm here for it. I've always been here for it. So yeah, so it's kind of cool to see this little side project deal going on. So the first thing I noticed when I watched the video the first time, Tom is like definitely pulling out like a new vocal style, very unique. It's still him, but there's just a little bit more of like I don't know if you'd say like relaxed, like push to it, but it sounds a little bit different than he does on like a studio track. And being that this is live, it's like very unique, and I was really drawn to it the first time. And then the second thing is that Josh is actually playing guitar in this track, and he's playing a right-handed guitar as a lefty, so his low strings are actually on the bottom and his high strings are on top, and it's crazy stuff. It's like the weirdest way to like chug. I don't know, but I have a connection to that because my old bass player in my old band Royals, he played bass on a right-handed bass as a lefty and had the same setup with the low at the bottom and the highs on top. And so shout out to Nick for bringing in like that connection to these the way that Josh is playing guitar and like knowing someone else that does that. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah. So anyway, let's just get right into this. We're gonna check it out. We'll talk about it. We'll stop and pause on it a few times and just mention a couple of the techniques that are happening, and yeah, we'll go from there, guys. All right, let's get into it. This is Insects by Darko. So the first thing to talk about in this video is the like setup is super cool. I love the like ambiance in this room and how they're like right next to each other. The way his scream like kind of just comes off right away is just so unique. You just like never, I don't think I've ever heard anything quite like that. It's like really dry and still got like a really nice like high tone to it. Just awesome. It's like super raw. I love it. That guitar is just upside down. Just setting up. So that is just like unnecessarily heavy, like right off the bat. The way they are like, it's a simple chug riff, but Tom's just kind of like just flowing right over the top of it. It gives it just such a like crushing like movement, like, people would be losing it, like, if they saw this live. I don't really know what else to say to that. It's just a good, like, opening to a track. And I'm pretty sure, like, I've already seen it. This is like the format of the song, and it's just a heavy song all the way through. It doesn't get much better than that. Where's one? That's a cool breakdown. So yeah, I mean, it's basically kind of like an Amir track. It's just like got the chug flow with the drums just like right on top. But it's cool because the drummer wrote this, and so like he knows those chugs like very, very like into his like soul. Like he knows it on his feet, he knows it in his rhythm hand. It's really cool to see him do both parts. So it's just a really like tight, like complex chug riff, and it's cool to see like it being performed by the same dude. It's so sweet, guys. Guys, it's just so sweet. Oh, it's just absolutely filthy. Like, and he's doing it all on purpose too. Like, I don't know. Like, the guy's just got like some like poise to him where he's just like, I'm just gonna hit this like as like ridiculous as I possibly can. I want to try to like make the weirdest like noises with my mouth possible, and that's exactly what he's done here. And whether or not like you like screams or not, there's just like a cool little like artistic like vibe to this that you just have to respect. I personally love like screaming vocals. I know that there's like what it means to do them. It's tough, and the creative like aspect of it, it's not just like your lows and highs. Like he's literally just like pulling sounds like from like the depths of his body, and it's that in itself, it just deserves so much respect. So Tom, you're killing it on this, especially for a live track. I think it's a ton of fun. It's a nice little chorus too, like they brought that back. It's really catchy. Just fixes the glasses, like, yeah, I got it. It's alright. Sweet. Also, whoever did the filming of this, it's pretty cool. Let's just get right into this. Like, what a ton of fun that video is. Like, it's serious, but it's like not too serious. It's just like two dudes getting together, chugging out some riffs, and making art. Like, there's nothing more to it. It's simple in its own right. It's complicated in its own way. These guys have an immense talent of being very like tight and on top of their beat. It's awesome. I got to give it up for Josh. Like he's definitely been hanging out with Josh Travis. He's picking up on like the little effects and stuff, and I'm actually curious if Josh had any hand in like helping him with like some of the production stuff, or because there's obviously like the whammy pedal in there where he gets like the high frequencies and stuff. Like that's all just like signature Josh Travis stuff. So it's cool to see the drummer taking such a like an emulation to his style and putting it in his own stuff, but still making it like an original rhythm structure. It's not overly a mere style chugging. Like it's a little bit more quick paced, old school, kind of even like an old like metalcore style chugging format. Lots of triplets and doubles and stuff in that. So I really liked just the whole format of the song for the guitars, for the guitar and the drums. Very appealing to me as a listener. As a drummer, I definitely like hone in on all that. That breakdown section was crazy. Like when I said "Where's one," like I actually got off beat because I thought it was coming sooner, but it was delayed like a count or whatever, so I missed it. Something you got to probably go back and listen to a couple times to kind of figure it out. And that's the fun thing about metal is they challenge the ears sometimes. It's not just the 4 count common time 4/4 stuff. So that's what I love personally about metal. I like tricking up the listener a little bit and making them guess where one is, or even if you are just playing in 4/4, you can be creative with that in its own way too. But yeah, let's get right into the vocals from Tom. It's just a unique performance that I've never really heard before. There's some parts in there where it sounds a little bit like, I guess, like some Korn, like some earlier like Korn stuff from back in the day, where he kind of just like barking a little bit more than like giving you just like his highs and his lows. There's like some mid like tone like growling barking style in there, which was unique. Then you got your classic Tom stuff that like you're getting used to hearing in the Chelsea Grin tracks and everything, which I definitely really appreciate. But it's almost like a really just like whatever like preamp they ran it through, they didn't give them like a lot of the like extra like thick like mixing over it. They just let it kind of be flat, and I think that just really ended up showcasing him as how good he actually is without having like overproduction put on the vocals. So that was something that really stood out to me. I don't think I've ever heard a vocal performance quite like this. Now I can't say that it was like a 100% like exactly like words for words. Like maybe he like had like some improvising in there and stuff, and just kind of like free-formed it a little bit. It might not have been the same thing over and over again. That I'm not sure about. But it was really cool nonetheless. And overall, they just like put out a really cool track, and it like definitely makes you interested to hear more. I did actually go into their Spotify. They do have like an EP out there, and it's all pretty much this kind of stuff, and it's awesome. If you're just looking for like that kind of ignorant, and I like don't want to use that term like too lightly, but like that ignorant style metal where it's like you don't have to take it too seriously. This is just a lot of fun to kind of just get your mind off of something else. And if you want to kind of like lose yourself in the thought of just like a heavy like show, or like what you're missing right now, like this is a really cool thing to go listen to if you're just looking to kind of headbang and like not have to think about it too much. So yeah, for me, I loved it. I think it's great. I definitely think you guys should go check out their Spotify EP that's out. It's got a lot of cool tracks on it, a lot of cool phrasings, all that cool articulation in the guitar with the whammy pedal, and just a lot of new effects that like the post-production effects on the guitar are really interesting. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for me on this one. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Subscribe button below. Leave a like. Leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
face of the